Hey, what's up you guys? Shartimus Prime here on the Shartimus Wank channel, doing a video called Balance. Yeah, okay, so we're talking about balance over here because I did a P.O. Box pickups yesterday, and somebody had sent a letter asking, hey Shartimus, trying to get with the ladies. By the way, he was 12 years old, thinking that's a little bit young. However, when I think back, not that young, because I had a little girlfriend when I was 12 years old and we didn't really do anything, but you know, anyway. Her name was Gina Arguello. Are you out there, Gina Arguello? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, the question was, how do I bring up the whole geeky stuff to girls without shooing them away? My answer was, don't try to hide it, but don't try to push it forward, you know? That's like, that was my whole thing. Because, and if you didn't see that video, I'll just explain again briefly what I had said, was the world sees geekdom as a way of losing cool points. You lose cool points for being nerdy, for being geeky. It's not cool, you know? I think it's cool. You tell me you collect, and I'm like, oh, what? That's my dude now, you know what I mean? We're cool. But, living in reality of how the world actually is, they say, no, you know, you're kind of weird, you're, you know, not cool. So, having something else, having some kind of interest that can award you some cool points is something that you do want to put a little bit more forward as opposed to the geeky stuff. Not that you should be ashamed of it, you know what I mean? Like, if they ask you if you're into it or if it comes up in conversation, by all means, no, don't try to hide it, you know, not like that. But at the same time, like, don't go off the deep end talking about, you know, oh yeah, my favorite issue is Spider-Man number 39, you know, and Peter Parker, you know, you don't want to go off the deep end and, you know, over-explain or get, you know what I'm saying. So, the reason why I'm calling this video Balance is because it just really made me think about myself on top of it, and how I feel like my life at this time is the most balanced. Now, in connection to what he was saying is, like, you know, what I was saying about, you know, presenting other interests first is that you should be balanced. You should have other interests that you can present to people or talk about with other people. And remember, when you're in the dating game, you're selling yourself, right? It's all about, I want that person to like me. So how am I going to get that person to like me? What do I do, or what do I talk about? You know what I mean? So, so having that other, you know, of course, you know, me being in a band and being in a drummer, it's very easy. That's the other thing that that's my other passion, you know? So having more than one passion, I think, is important for everybody. Because if you're very passionate about something, you can just get deep in it and lose yourself in there. I've done it with music and I've done it with my videos. I love making, I have two passions in my YouTube channel. I love making videos and I love collecting figures. So, and I love reading comics. It's like three passions in one, really. So for me, it's really easy to get locked in and just, you know, kind of just close the blinds, shut the doors, you know, leave me with my figures and my camera and my issues, you know? So I was thinking, walking to the train after work yesterday, I was thinking how lucky I felt having the teaching job. At first, it was a bummer, you know, not having as many financial means as I had wanted through YouTube, so I had to get another job. Like, that fact bummed me out. But when I saw the possibility of me getting a teaching job, because I had taught for 5 years in the past, a while ago, and I'd taken a break. I never stopped playing music, so it just seemed like I was hoping I could land that gig, and when I did, I was thrilled. I was so happy. I found myself really feeling like I think this is the most balanced I've ever been. I have my wife, I have my YouTube job, and I have my drums. Like, I feel set. I feel balanced. You know what I mean? I feel like I have these other things because I can get lost in music too. I can get lost working on these triplet paradiddles, man. Like, dude, I could just get stuck doing all that all day, but I have to walk away from it and gotta go work on a video. Or like yesterday, I practiced like crazy yesterday. I had tons of students, so I was like, well, not tons. I had a good amount of students yesterday, a lot of practice. And then I was like, I can't wait to get home and play with my figures now, you know? So it's like it takes you away, you know? Most people have day jobs it does the same thing. But I'm not talking about just day job. I mean, day jobs, but other things that are of personal interest to you. You know what I mean? Something that you're passionate about. So I just recommend that everybody has like more than one passion. And most people do. There's so many collectors. I mean, you know, I can't tell you how many messages I've gotten from other drummer action figure collectors. It's so cool. It's so cool seeing people that have the same two passions that I have of music and collecting. I love it. By the way, Geeky Drummer YouTube channel is up, but nothing uploaded yet. So I'll be promoting that probably more on the Shartimus Prime channel. But I do want to. That's the combination of the two, them coming together, drums and geekdom. So it's gonna mostly be me drumming along to geeky songs. Yeah, starting with the Transformers G1 theme song. Very short, but what I'm planning on doing is recording myself playing it, different cameras and stuff, and then at the end explaining what I played. So it's almost like, hey, watch me play this, and here's a drum lesson, me talking about it. So that'd be kind of neat. I really like teaching a lot. It's very fun. It could be a little irritating sometimes, but for the most part, it's very fun. And when it is irritating, it does have its rewards afterwards, you know? Sometimes it takes people a little bit time to get into it, but when they finally do, you're like, yes, 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 you got it, you got it. So anyway, the other thing is, I didn't expect to have this version of myself. I feel like the universe spoke to me and guided me into this situation. And one thing I know, a lot of people kind of close themselves off from being able to adapt. Like some people get really stuck. Like I could have said, no, I'm not getting another job. YouTube is my job. I'm staying here. I'm doing this. People want my videos. They got pay for my videos. That's the only way I'm gonna do this now. And I could have just been hard-headed and just said no. This is all I'm gonna do. But no, I was like, okay, the universe is telling me, hey, bro, this can't be it. That's basically it. The universe was saying like, look, YouTube can't be your only job. So I was like, okay, what other job would I want? What other job do I love? Oh yeah, drums. Duh. So that's why. So it's kind of like I felt like I got the message and I acted on it, and now this thing has happened, and I feel better. I feel so much happier. Actually, believe it or not, before getting the gig, and I've only been working at Guitar Center teaching since September. So before that, I was actually more irritable. My wife would, you know, I think I'd gotten a little bit too lost into the videos where my wife would just want to ask me some simple stuff or just want to do something, and I was like just so involved that I would get irritated just about any little thing, and I was just wanting to work on my videos, and I feel like having the Guitar Center, the teaching job, has kind of separated me from YouTubing a little bit. But not to the point where it's not like I don't do it at all. Obviously, I'm still posting. But it's like, it's just a little bit of space. Sometimes you just need a little bit of space, and it creates more balance, you know? So you want to like weigh everything out. And I recommend, if you don't have another passion aside from collecting, I recommend try to get yourself a second passion if you can. You know, it's tricky to find other interests, whether it's photography or reading or anything else. It's something else to kind of like, to try to even things out. So that's my little advice. So even aside from just trying to get girls, you know, it's just for your own well-being to be a balanced person. And a lot of people already know this, but for me, it's one of those things for me, it's been a hard road of understanding it, you know? Not so easy for me to understand. But as it's actually happening, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is like really, I feel like I am in my prime. Now, I feel like I am truly Shartimus Prime. Alright, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Stay tuned for more of this type of stuff. I like that you guys like these talks because it hits the feels. You know what I mean? It's the real shit, right? Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Review coming up on the Shartimus Prime channel, hopefully. It'll be a little while, takes a few hours, so expect that up in a few hours. Peace!